Jason Faulkner again. This is my long version video of trying to impress and garner attention to all the all the business needs that I need met, or I'm trying to and have for years. Anyway, I'm looking for internet savvy people or person that has the power to manipulate my internet interface efforts to reach out in a competent manner, so I'm being seen by a lot of people. I have business endeavors that I'm pursuing that is big business oriented, and you know, knowledgeably, I'm just a small fry. I don't mind admitting it. Whatever. It's trivial. I've succeeded in my business ventures, engineering, innovating, and bringing forth a viable collection of assets, consumer consumer commodities of my shop weasel cart, my shopping bag holders, and my bait trap. That is enough for me to go above and beyond the pursuit of business interest to a point to where I can conceive it to be using the system to its fullest in my favor. Uh, I'm looking for other professionals too. I'm looking for a private business person that has connections, that has at least two senators' phone numbers. Because at this point, I recognize that my shopping bag holders and my cart have a potential fitment within the government. So I'm looking for government development grants. Uh, that yeah, they'll know what that is, but it's big money, no doubt about it. I'm very generous. At this point, I envision my business success as being a chopped up series of finances. Nobody's going to give me nothing for free. I got to buy my way into everything, pay people generously and fair, make it appealing to people that need money to live and succeed professionally themselves. So, as just a system, I'm working the system. So, I need a private business person that is willing to invest. You like my products, you see the sensibilities in my many videos, I presented them, uh, and can consider that there is needs of my products within the government. Aside from that, you have the consumer industry that has a very large potential use for my products. And, you know, I want to get a business partner. I'm selling that. I'm selling a business partnership for $1 million cash up front. But I'm very negotiable in the splitting of the what's the word, profits. The profits. I'm open-minded to what a business person might think is a fair split or share for me. I'm willing to keep a working relationship, but a divided one also, to where I pay for my own lawyer out of the money and an accountant, so you don't have a real stranger trying to nose around in your private affairs or your personal life. That's not me. Once I get something real set up, I'm fine pursuing my own interest. I like messing with the equipment. I can keep myself entertained and making my own happiness in life without injecting my life into someone else's unnecessarily. You know, once we're past the point of a commitment, an agreement, the professionals can handle the interactions between us as far as I care. That might not be the way you work, but there's probably a lot of people out there that work that way, so I'm fine with that. But you have to have at least two senators' numbers because, I want to pursue the government potential also. They're big business. They have all the money. And I envision myself getting a government development grant to bring forth my universal folding cart for the specialized niche of an air delivery relief tool. Because, of course, they got pallets and they could drop a pallet of stuff, but that's just a pallet of stuff. They're not going to drop a truck to move that pallet and disperse it to the people out there that might be a vast distance apart. But my cart can do that. My cart, you can fit 4 of them on a pallet with 2 totes on each cart, loaded with 200 pounds, roughly. And I'm wanting to develop the landing skid, crushed wheel aspect of this, and all the rigging hardware, and to have it certified and signed off by the people that are out there that I'm never going to reach without getting into the mechanics of those industries, of those sectors of professionals that exist to allow me to have oversight, to work with them to develop my cart sensibly to make it possible. It is a unique niche, but how small of a niche is it when their only option is to drop a cargo pod, a Pelican case, or a pallet, or even a tube. I don't even know if they still use tubes or metal tubes, but whatever, a Pelican case or a pallet. That's their only 2 options. Well, you can strap cargo to my cart because it's so tough, and it has a pre-engineered structure about it, so you can attach the assistant hardware to make it parachutable, and in groups of 4 or 4 individual separate groups at once that will break apart and go out and pop, shoot, and do their thing. I can even go as further as to, now this is even a smaller specialty, but automate my cart to be guided. Now that is not a regular rescue delivery tool that my cart is. That is more of an elite specialty. Different sectors of people with different interests. But let's say if you had some people stranded in a very narrow space that you needed to get cargo precisely to them, I can adapt those technologies to my cart. Readily so, especially with the counterpart assistant professionals within the government regiments. So, I've got 2 different things working here that I'm 3 things. I got 3 things that I am definitely working here. R&D and development within the government under a government development grant. The private sector, which me and this private business partner will establish, or he already has a factory or a facility established to manufacture our products independently and push them through the chain stores or chain outlets, whatever, for the regular consumer. And then either way, if I get $1 million, I'm spending half of it to buy new equipment so I can go do hurricane recovery down in Florida 4 days a week at the most, and cut trees and grind stumps basically out of people's yards, estates, or communities. And that's just what I want to do. I can do that if I get $1 million. And I'm never going to forget about doing that because 1, I love playing with equipment, and 2, you give me a bunch of new equipment, or I buy a bunch of new equipment, I'm going to want to go do something with it. And I'm all for it. And, I might be bought out as far as I know. And if someone gives me $10 million, I'm still going to go buy a bunch of equipment, but I just won't be working for people. I'll be working for myself, buying hurricane damaged homes and doing it for myself with a group of very specialized, hired, certified, skilled people. And either way, well, if I get $1 million and I buy $500,000, I'm going to get a state contractor's license in Florida under arborist or hurricane recovery or whatever that the qualification needs to be. I'm going to get legitimate and hire the right hand-picked, vetted professionals and pay them very well to take our time 4 days a week and cut people's places out, and restore a accessibility and cleanliness to them. So either way, I want to play with some new equipment. I never had the availability to buy much, so it's just what I want to do. And the other 3 days, I'm going to go exploring and playing and get me some boats. Maybe I'll cut some people's places out in trade for a boat, or damaged boats or undamaged boats or whatever if they need a service done. I have the equipment and the state certification. I'm going to go do some wheeling and dealing one way or another. My name's Jason Faulkner, aka Shop Weasel. I've worked on my fine products for years. I'm going shopping with my cart Friday. It's an awesome cart. My Shop Weasel UFO Shiner Pro bait trap is on another level, unimaginable, especially economically. So is my cart and my shopping bag holders. Amazingly enough, no one has bought anything on eBay from me. I have the bait trap and the shopping bag holders on eBay, but it's all modulated and regulated by the same firewall schematic that I'm sitting here pleading with someone to get me through on YouTube. Because, month after month of seeing all of my videos artificially stopped at a predetermined point, it annoys the hell out of me. And I don't care if someone responds to this or not, but I'm really looking for the private business guy that has 2 senators' numbers and $1 million to throw my way. And the initiative and belief in the productivity of our products, that they can make millions and share them with me. I'm all for it. At this point, I don't like the internet. I watch movies. I like the internet, but it never has served me in an easily fluid manner that I have any control over. So I'd rather opt out of it. I'll always keep the internet in my smartphone and my AT&T service and my Wi-Fi hotspot, but will I ever really count on it to do much for me? Not really. Allow me to access to movies, education, games even, but that's it. Store my photos and my videos, and that's about it. So my name's Jason Faulkner, and my phone number is 423-231-2241. If you aren't qualified for ideally what I'm looking for, I have no interest. If you're within the government and you got some pull and you know how to navigate to maybe bring interest to your specialties, whether it's development, certifications, or just getting the interest of key people, let's talk. If you're a business person that has that qualification and willingness, let's talk. Other than that, enjoy my videos, but don't try to con me. Don't call me, don't bother me. I'm not interested unless it's a very specific narrative and it has to go along with what I'm seeking. Friendly like, I'm just saying, but other than that, I hope you all have a good day. I hope you enjoy my videos. I hope I'm not wasting my time yet again. And I'll talk to you all later. Thank you. Jason Faulkner, aka Shop Weasel. Have a good one.